look at the player cards. So we've got Derdasch versus Spardicat. Both of them participating for the first time apparently. That was interesting. I think I've seen these players before, but that was probably in another event then. So two newcomers. Must be. Is it round one still? Yeah. No. Losers one. We've got a losers one match. So they already had one match this tournament, which we can see here. So Derdasch played against Jojo the Oddish and We Are Tethered Together, which I'm trying to remember. Is that the game that we redrew maybe? And Spardicat played Snowdozer and Battle Bowl, a Game Boy classic. Okay, and the match is pretty much ready to start, so let's hop over right to the... oh. Looks like we still have some cropping to do, but we are playing Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti, and an old NES classic.
Yeah, as an NES game, I feel like I should know them all at this point. I've been in the NES speedrun community. I just helped organize the Best of NES marathon just a couple weeks ago. But I don't know too much about this. I know it's a platformer. I know you run to the right. I know you're a cute little serial killer type guy. I know. I think it was Zallard1 used to speedrun it. But in terms of how to go fast in a blind race, I don't remember much.
Yeah, it's funny. This is like a cartoony spin-off of the more serious Splatterhouse kind of beat 'em up action platformer series.
Yeah, you're right. There's some pretty. I mean, this is pretty gory in its own cutesy way. But yeah, there's some genuine blood and guts style stuff going on in the regular Splatterhouse.
All right. Oh, looks like the race is not quite ready to start. Someone was joining. Okay, but we are as good as ready.
Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. By the way, we did just miss a match played by actually none other than my co-commentator and restreamer today, Nuri.
Yep, can't restream my own match, or we would have caught that as well.
So we will vodcast that one. No spoilers, please. At some other time.
We've got a few vodcasts lined up, I think. So at some point we can slot them in.
Yeah, we'll make a day of it.
Right, I think we're good to start in just a few seconds now. And we're starting.
Controls are pretty straightforward. You move, you jump, you cleave.
The goal for this one is beat stage 5. Yeah, I also don't know too much about this game, so I can't judge if this is a lot.
There's this counter in the top left. These are kills, and when you meet the required amount, you increase your max health, so you have an incentive to actually defeat enemies along the way rather than just skipping them. Really don't have a lot of health. You start with just 4. Derdasch already down to 1, but then picked up something to go back up, whereas Spardicat is down, actually game overing, so using one of the continues.
Derdasch is meeting a dancing Dracula here. I guess this is a boss fight, maybe.
Is trying to attack them and is not being able to hit anything.
There's no boss health bar so far, so either I guess it's just survival or it doesn't even seem to hit him. Maybe it's just a dance number.
I think it's just you're just forced to watch and take it all in. A lot of screens involve walking to the end, but some screens you need to defeat a certain number of enemies to move on. So I think that's where we're at now.
Oh, and the counter increased now to 20. Well, I guess that's not directly related to this scene.
Yeah, I think it's just because you're killing a lot of enemies while you're waiting. So the max health now, what is that? Is it come up to 7?
6 judging from Spardicat. Oh, okay, yeah, Derdasch is longer. Yeah, then it's probably 7. Got a nice burger there, filling up the health bar.
Yeah, there we can see it now. It is 7. Spardicat with a lot of health and 6 kills going into the dancing section. Cool. You do not have a lot of iframes, so you can take a bunch of damage from even just a single enemy if you are not careful. Spardicat down to 2 health.
Derdasch has a burger there on the side. Hasn't picked it up yet, which made sense because they had a full health bar, but now it's probably gonna be a good idea to get over there.
Go! Got zoned out from the burger.
Yeah, with so few iframes, it's also hard to just rush through.
Yeah, that got really scary. Oh, and then just goes ahead and eats the burger right away. I agree it didn't quite work out last time, but I don't think eating it this time was the way to go. I mean, maybe it's like a power-up or something. Maybe it's worth trying it once. So the screen here where enemies are spawning in, you do have to kill a certain number to advance. You can't just survive.
And Derdasch did survive. Going into the bedroom.
You wreck this sweet little girl's chair. Oh no, she's not sweet at all.
She's angry that you broke her chairs. And the chairs are attacking, but okay, so this is an actual boss fight now. Fighting the flying head.
And that's a death.
We've got limited continues, but we do have passwords. The pastebin lists passwords they can put that they can input if they run out of continues.
Not that I'm completely certain even what counts as a stage. Spardicat definitely in stage 1. Is Derdasch on stage 2?
I think so. It changed the scenery quite a bit, but we don't really have any names for that. Apparently stage 5 is still the cabin, going by the pastebin. Looks like Derdasch got through the boss fight successfully. Stage 2. Be garbage of cesspool. I remember that sentence. Okay, so now we're in stage 2.
Okay, so yeah, you don't have a lot to work with. You get those 5 lives, essentially. It says continued, but basically it's lives with 0 continues.
I thought that stage intro screen would threaten a sewer stage or something, but so far we're still in the house.
I'm wondering, Derdasch trying to kill these spiders or trying to die? Because it's just use that continue. Has one, maybe another one. It would seem weird to have 0 continues and then click the button and have it work. I would assume They've got this attempt and then one more to beat the whole stage.
Yeah, these stages seem pretty long, judging from the first one. I wonder if I continue even... Maybe the continue doesn't take you back to the start of the stage. Did we see that for Derdasch? Did he continue in the cabin?
I do know that Spardicat got sent back at some point in a way that I wasn't expecting. Like I looked over and they were doing the dancing section again when I expected that to kind of be.
So Spardicat's continue took them right to the boss now. So continues.
Yeah, this is clearly a checkpoint.
A lot more gentle than the passwords. I assume the password really has to send you to the start of the stage.
Yeah, that's my assumption as well. Which means like it's valuable, right? Derdasch only has the one continue and is going to be using it right here.
Probably still has quite a bit of stage, at least like half the stage I assume. In the length here.
I think it would probably be a good idea to take an intentional game over here and use the password. Spardicat gets the boss kill. Gonna be joining Derdasch in stage 2.
The Garbage of Cesspool has to be one of those translation classics, those legends of localization.
Yeah, I do not know what could have led to that. I just realized my brilliant plan to intentionally game over is probably going to reset your max HP progress.
Yep, I think the pace pin even says that.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And Spardicat already caught up to the oven chicken fight here, the kitchen chicken fight. Has another continue.
Oh. Yeah, is also using their last continue. Derdasch with 2 health and no more continues.
We might see Spardicat pull ahead a little bit here, but if they don't survive until the end of the stage, then they'll get sent back as well.
Alright. It's one of these weird situations where the person who loses first is better off. Oh, the knife finds Derdasch. So we're gonna see that password and we're gonna see what happens. We know the health resets. Where's the checkpoint? They need to figure out how to enter a password.
That's what entry boss, yeah.
I assume this is they're aiming for 101055 as the password. Okay, good. That's what they're going for. Spardicat gets hit.
Derdasch does have a whole bunch of health, so maybe whoever made the password actually got more health and it saved in the password.
Oh, interesting.
But Spardicat is close behind with the password, so they're even on health again then.
Yeah, this race really did just even up quite a bit.
Doesn't struggle with the password, which is also a bit of a catch-up.
It's not often that menuing faster than your opponent has a big outcome on the race.
So
a health drop.
A lot of these like boss or mid-boss scenes seem pretty similar. Like there's always these objects that try to hit you, and then there's enemies.
At least the enemies are quite different. The chickens take 2 hits, they bounce around kind of erratically. Sometimes the knives are quite synced with each other, and sometimes they are not.
Yeah, I guess they move with a fixed speed, and if they take different paths, then they will hit the ground and the ceiling at different times. Now both of them on the chicken stage again.
Derdasch just killed so many chickens. I kind of can't believe this isn't over yet. Health drop, very handy. Spardicat eats the burger, but still a lot left to go. I would begin to suspect that something was wrong with the game at this point.
Yeah, I would also think like I'm trying to do the wrong goal. Maybe I have to destroy the knives or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's just way too many chickens, but this is a lot of chickens. Derdasch gets the health, but gets hit immediately. It's really got the double hit chicken combo down though. Oh, the knives are desynced though. That's scary. Oh, and they will get you all the way across the room. Spardicat goes down.
This is a real gauntlet, and it's just stage 2.
So this was a flashback. We had this in an earlier mystery tournament. And sometimes they're from a long time ago. And sometimes they're kind of weird. Sometimes they're kind of janky, surprising.
Oh, you can hit the knives. Maybe it's the knives after all.
Oh my god. I did know that you could knock the knives down, but I did not also think that, yes, maybe you can kill them. Now I'm starting to think that is what you need to do.
Yeah, Derdasch had just way too many chickens. It just doesn't end. Going to go for knives now.
And it's hard to blame them because the basement explicitly says, like, some screens you need to defeat a certain number of enemies to move on. Spardicat with another try. Derdasch as well.
Looks like some of the chickens give you health at least, so if you plan it out well, it's probably easier to survive. Grabbing health from the chickens from time to time.
So the chickens don't spawn when you kill the previous chicken. They spawn at a set rate. I've seen 2 chickens on the same screen for Spardicat, which is interesting. Knives! Knives defeated! Spardicat moves on!
Nice.
Derdasch as well has turned the attention towards the knives, so... the players have kind of sniffed out... Wait, no, that was just self-defense I was seeing from Derdasch, I think. Is not actively attacking the knives. This is gonna take so much longer.
Now we've got the sewer stage. Where we can finally beat
the garbage obsessed fool.
Derdasch is hitting the knives at least from time to time, so if they survive long enough, then they'll make it.
Yeah, and they've gotten quite good at surviving. They really have a handle on how to deflect the knives as they come down, how to sort of leave yourself space to run away from them, how to combo the chickens down in 2 clean hits.
It doesn't seem to be actively going after the knives, really. Yeah, they're just dodging them now.
Yeah, doesn't understand that that's the goal yet. Does eventually get the kill, just from batting them away to survive out of self-defense.
So Derdasch isn't
okay, so
too far behind,
here.
I think.
No, not far behind at all. What do you think? I think Spardicat needs to go forwards, yeah, and actually land hits on this thing. Nice. Oh my god.
Big mouse gets cleaved apart. This is the end of the stage. Yeah, stage 3.
Yes. I really want to know what the text was gonna say.
I don't think anything can measure up to Be Garbage of Cesspool. Oh, we've got a Halloween stage here, going trick-or-treating. Was this door that was opening and closing? I assume that's the goal.
Yeah, that's the... It's strange behavior for a door, but that is what the other one was doing at the start of level 2. Oh no! Animate chainsaws. Well, the precedent has been set that blades that come down at you from the ceiling are actually the boss you need to be fighting. Derdasch also fighting a boss, clearing the sewer level.
These chainsaws seem a lot easier than the knives. They just break in one hit. I wonder if anything happens once the bottom chainsaw is all the way through. Does the floor break off or something? Doesn't seem to be the case.
It's coming back. It didn't quite go all the way. Derdasch is farming health? Oh no, okay. Spooky.
Just bursters.
Ew.
Yeah, this is really surprisingly like gory for a cartoony game.
Hmm. Your attack is very fast and very short range. It's proven hard. More so, I think, for Spardicat than for Derdasch to get clean hits on enemies without getting hit in return.
Derdasch just one screen behind, but this is down to 1 health. They've probably got some continues, so I guess the continues always let you continue in the same room, and this is a short one.
So it's a password continue now for Spardicat, which I think is gonna flip the position in the race.
Yep, absolutely.
Though Derdasch only has 2 continues, we don't know what's in store for this stage. If 2 is not enough to get through this, Derdasch might spend a lot of time working on the stage and then have to redo it all.
Derdasch has quite a big health bar by now. They've been collecting stuff. And then Spardicat is reset to not quite empty, but like a few points less. These chest burster spiders are coming at you from both sides pretty fast. Just take some quick reactions.
Yeah, you don't want to let them land on the floor and then start moving. Like, you want to keep the floor clear so that you don't end up in the situation of them being on both sides of you. I cannot believe how many of these things it wants you to kill.
How do they all fit in there? If Spardicat does well... Oh, okay, the girl's just standing up. Everything's fine.
Coming out faster,
They might just come out faster when the fight takes longer, I assume.
It might just seem that way because Spardicat is not killing them right away. No, there was like an extra one that snuck out or something. Sometimes they just go straight to the floor.
And maybe they fall when you're under them, or some kind of criteria like that. You can get them out faster.
Derdasch stomping these garbage cans to find some candy.
Entering a scary church now. I'm guessing this is boss territory. Ooh.
We got a wizard.
Crazy rainbow flashing sprites. This really reminds me of very early NES games. These kinds of graphics.
I would have thought this was a boss, but the fact that he's spinning out all these things is really making it seem more like it's one of these defeat the things. Oh, okay, that's a boss. He's going goat mode.
Yep,
it is hard to get clean hits on this goat. Uh-oh, the game animation. Okay, sorry. So I thought sometimes the game over animation, I catch like a little guy like going through the door, and I thought maybe that only happened when it was your last one, but Derdasch has one more.
Splattercat's still fighting the chest bursters. Some of these fights take so long. Although the chicken fight, for example, I guess you could do a lot faster, but these... Stopped? Does that mean their chest unburst?
And she's fine. Yeah, I would be searching all of this garbage, desperate for help. Every time you hit the goat, you knock him back and then he jumps at you. Oh, yeah, Derdasch has recognized this. Got the loop going. Loop that goat. We're done.
Nice. Got the pattern.
That was the final continue. Oh, wait, but there was no cutscene, right? The stage is not over?
Yeah, I'm not sure when was the last cutscene. We do have stage 3, but that's been quite a while, I think.
Yeah, so there's a street section, and then the chest bursters, and then the street, and then the church, and now we're back on the street again. And I think this all might be level 3. If the cutscene is our grand arbiter of what counts as a level or not, then that's the case. Which is kind of messed up.
Yeah, you might need a full set of continues to get through the stage though. At least on your first try.
Spardicat into the wizard. The goat is here.
Derdasch now in the fly.
Oh, aggression from Spardicat on the goat. I don't know if this is what this calls for. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow, I was really pushing back the goat, but yeah. Not sure you can stay
unharmed. That boss
was
almost dead.
Wow, that's sure of it. Grinning fly.
The one eye. Someone who has that as their avatar. Excellent. This could be a boss.
Yeah, the stage has been so long, I would hope that this is the boss. Derdasch getting some clean hits in here on the fly. 3 health isn't really losing much so far.
These enemies don't drop health though, so this 3 is all that he has. Is being so defensive.
Down to 1.
Is not getting the hits. It's 4 flies and then a dive. Oh!
Gets it.
Is this gonna be a 1 health clutch situation here?
Did actually get health back somehow, but we're on stage 4.
That was the end of stage 3. We are now in stage 4. Spardicat has to put in the password. So it's going to go all the way back to before the chest burster spiders, and that is a full stage lead, and it's a big stage too.
We've got our first finish in race chat. So much fabs saying stage 3 is as long as the other 4.
Well, I would advise not saying such things before the race is over, so that's a bit of a shame, but oh well. I think both players realize that stage 3 is long at this point.
We actually got a gun upgrade now for Derdasch. Very limited, but a lot stronger.
Yeah, did this happen? Why? Do you pick it up?
I missed it as well, but I'm guessing it's a pickup since it's so limited.
Back at the chainsaws. This feels like so long ago. Yeah, Derdasch absolutely should have reset their lives. Neither player has really been thinking about using the passwords to reset their continues. It just hasn't really been in their head as a thing that they could or should do. But it's Mystery Tournament, I don't know, 101, 102? It's definitely a thing that you don't think about when you first join. And then after you get into a situation where someone points it out to you, hopefully you don't forget after that.
Yeah, that's advanced speed strats. Derdasch might be forced to reset pretty soon. Down to 2 health already. Not sure what I'm seeing here. Does this guy have like a fork?
I think so. I think he's got a fork and knife, and he just gets like a meatball, and he has the fork and the knife in it, and he just and he just sends it all over the room.
Tries to get the last pea, but it keeps rolling away.
Oh, Derdasch goes down.
Spardicat has 3 continues, so I think they'll probably make it to the stage.
Avatar of gluttony. You say that as if that's a thing.
Maybe that's from a movie. We've seen so many movie references, like the chest burster and the fly and so on.
That's what I mean. I apologize if my incredulous tone implied that you're clearly making it up. I just mean, like, if it is something, I want you to tell me all about it. The Avatar of gluttony. Spardicat with a pause is maybe trying to explore some options.
Use the gun for the
wipe some sweat off their hands.
It's a pickup that just lies around.
So the gun is cool, but you got limited shots. I wonder how much merit there is to trying to avoid enemies rather than shoot them.
Yeah.
Oh, it hits the whole screen too. You do start with less health if you use the password, but I mean, it's pretty bold to think that you're gonna first try the stage.
Well, Derdasch did have a pretty big health bar already, so for them it was a health reset basically.
I guess you're right, it does seem like you're gonna only have 4 health from the pace bin. We were surprised to see that it starts you with 8 or something like that. But both players have had to use a password already. I'm pretty sure Derdasch used one. So both of them have had a chance to see that you're not going to get stuck with 4.
Spardicat using a whole continue on the chest bursters. That's unfortunate. struggling a bit with his boss.
Yeah. Derdasch gets forked. What? This guy looks like he's going way faster this time?
It's like an easy enough boss pattern though. Like he comes down very frequently.
Yep. He appears, then the spread shot, then the stab.
Oh, he's going crazy. Oh, he exploded.
I'm sad that the avatar of Gluttony is not a real thing.
Oh, stage 5 already for the Derdasch. Last stage.
Okay. Are you gonna chop down the trees? Nice. Spardicat clears the chest bursters with one more continue. Still has the street, still has the goat, street part 2, and then the fly. That's not gonna be easy with just one continue.
Yeah, they need a bunch of health here. Not sure how much they can really get out of the of the trash cans, but they also lose a whole bunch.
Derdasch into the water. Oh, you can move up and down. Or no, the water's going up. Oh, you gotta move. Oh no.
Yes, is the water gonna take them up all the way to the spikes? Maybe we'll see.
I'm sure it is. Looks like none of that was instant death, though. The screamers jump down, and then what does that say? Gi? Gya?
I didn't catch that so far.
How do you clear this whole pit that Derdasch is in front of? That's a big jump.
Okay, looks like you can just make it.
Yeah, it looks like the screen kind of scrolls underneath you to let you go a little bit further or something. Alright, here comes the goat. Oh, the goat will sometimes jump far. That's hard. That's hard to deal with.
Yeah, the Spardicat seem to be doing pretty well. Like most of the time they got the hit in without taking a hit.
Just the big or small jump.
Yeah, has to learn to avoid the jump attacks.
We saw Derdasch fighting the boss from the wall, like they had their back to the wall, and the boss was in front of them. And that, maybe something about that manipulated the boss to only do short jumps or something?
Or we got a
that or they just got lucky.
For Derdasch.
I've seen this sprite before. That one where he gets hit and he looks like he's rocking out on electric guitar. Oh, the werewolf barrier that they're known to do.
Yeah, and also the flying eyeballs. But yeah, this is a funny werewolf sprite. It almost looks kind of bootleg quality, I wanna say.
Oh,
Spardicat
getting a mid-air hit on the go.
Oh, also finds the pattern. I think that's the same pattern that Derdasch had, pretty much.
Yeah, you just need to react to the fast jump. Spardicat gets the clear. Well, of the mid-boss.
Yeah, Spardicat's gonna have to be really worried here that they see, oh, the stage is still going on. After that one boss I died on a bunch, and that other boss I died on a bunch.
If the werewolf is the boss of stage 5, then it is the final boss. But I mean, that goat really read like boss to me, and then it wasn't. So
the paste bin does say done after killing the wolf. Yeah, so this is the final boss for Derdasch.
Okay.
Wolf is the second phase apparently, or is it over? It is over. That's a dot down for Derdasch. Surprisingly, very sudden boss end there.
GG. Spardicat forced to go all the way back to the beginning of stage 3. Welcome to Devil Town.
And Spardicat immediately forfeits.
Yeah, I mean, you would have the chest bursters and the goat, and then it's not even the end. So I see Spardicat in the waiting room. I'll grab them. Hello, Spardicat.
Get me out of the 80s, please. Oh my god.
I see Derdasch as well. All right, I've got... Oh, we gotta do that. And I changed the audio source Derdasch as well. All right, I've got... How do I do that? We gotta do that. All right, there it is. Thank you very much. Right, so hello, Derdasch.
Hi. GG.
Congratulations. Yeah, this had that that NES jank for sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I found it was fun. But yeah, some stages were pretty long, so it's pretty luck dependent. If you get hit at the end of stage and you have no continue left, you lose so much time.
Yeah, we saw stage 3 in particular had the chest burster thing was that sequence was pretty hard, and then you fight the goat and you're pretty sure that that's the boss, and it turns out it's not.
I think you saw on the I decided I probably would not beat the game in the time estimate as soon as I died after the goat. I am not good enough at NES games.
Yeah, this is a harsh one. This is not on the easy side, even for NES games.
God.
You didn't have a lot of resources, and your attack is very sort of short range and very fast, right? So you got to time each of your hits very precisely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I got the biggest problems on the chickens in stage. Was still stage 1 or was stage 2?
That was stage 2, and the chickens, it turns out, were not the thing that you needed to... It was the knives that you needed to be hitting to advance.
Oh, I thought
I figured that out
20 chickens
after
or something.
Dying too many times.
Oh, it was pure luck I did it.
Both of you were on the chickens for quite a while there.
Yeah.
We were watching, and we both were joking. We're like, man, there's been so many chickens. I'm starting to think that you're not supposed to kill the chickens, but that would be silly because it's definitely you're supposed to kill the chickens, and then like even more time goes by, and it's like, oh no, it must be something else.
The game is not very clear on what you need to do to progress. It's just a lot of assumptions.
Yeah, it was just trying to kill everything you see.
Mm-hmm.
Not that cannot get hit, but not as easy in the sounds.
Did you ever speculate with the continue system? Like, did you ever think, oh, I've got so few continues, should I take a death and use the password or something like that?
I considered it, but I didn't think it would gain me enough time.
Yes, I thought about it in the fourth or fifth stage, and when I had 0 continues left when I started. But I had the idea when I was in the stage already, so I thought, okay, let's go check out what happens, and somehow maybe I'm lucky and I don't need to continue. But yeah.
I need to ask, how much longer was the 3rd level past that church?
There's a street section, and then you fight a fly who spits other little flies at you. Which was, it didn't look very easy. Derdasch had the ultimate clutch, no continues, 1 health left, and landed the final hit on the fly.
Yeah, that was super close. Yeah, and restarting the whole third level, it would have been another 10 to 20 minutes, maybe. It's really a long one.
Yeah, that was outright heroic. Well done. Well, it seems our winner had fun with an old school NES platformer. What kind of game would either of you like to see in your next match?
Oh, that's it for me. I'm already out.
Oh no, was this a back one match?
This is a back one. I got hit with Battle Bowl Game Boy, and on the first one.
You're right. You're right.
And then
I remember.
I can't escape the 80s, so I think my strategy for next year is to play every single NES game that's ever been released, so I can be familiar with all of them. So that I never have to play them in empty again.
That has been done. Check out the Mexican Runner and NES Mania. He it took him 4 years or something of streaming everyday NES games. So.
Well, to be fair, you just have to play like 10 minutes to not be blind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, my apologies. But the fact that you're already thinking about next year answers my next question. Are you going to come back?
I love doing this. I got bad draws, things I'm not strong in. It's expected. It's part of the game.
It happens. So, Derdasch, what kind of game would you like for your next match?
Yeah, I think to be in the theme of the tournament, I would like a golf game or mini golf. Would be cool.
Very specific. I gotta think there's at least one in there.
We had,
I think, at least one. Yeah.
We had at least 2. We had that one DOS golf game, like mini golf, and we had Void Golf, the Gravity space one.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be more hiding in the pool.
We'll just have to see. Thank you once again for joining Spardicat. Sorry to see you go, but I'm glad it sounds like you're going to come back next year.
Yeah, it happens. I'll probably show up to more weeklies for practice.
And congratulations.
Start back up. I think the next month or 2, something like that.
Yeah, Mooware's got you, right?
Yeah, we'll start them up when Mystery Tournament slows down a bit, maybe in a month or so.
Yeah.
Derdasch, you're moving on in the tournament. Best of luck with that match, and thank you so much to both of you for coming out and racing and coming to talk to us.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks for setting up. And all
good game.
Yeah, GG.
Alright, let's see what's coming up, but I can spoil that it's not much. So,
we got one match.
Yeah, we're done for today. We've got one match set up for tomorrow in almost exactly this time, like 1 hour later. So, unless something else pops up, when we will randomly catch it, see you back in 1 day and 1 hour for Jackzam versus Capchat. Thank you very much, Mythic9, for joining me on commentary.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.